Good morning, peeps. Mitch here from MJB Seminars, where you liberate, empower, and inspire yourself to be the greatest example of your creation. Now, I want you to plug out and tune in just for 2 minutes. Here's how it goes. Did you know that when you turn up here, you're just this really tiny piece of matter? And when you turn up here, all of the information that is required to drive you along the evolutionary tract is held within that tiny piece of matter. In actual fact, we're talking 35 billion years of evolution is held within that tiny piece of matter. So how you turn from a tiny piece of matter into the human being you are today is that all of the information is held within you to help you to actually evolve and grow up into a person. Now, let's have a look at it this way. If everything you require is within you, and life tells us that, you watch your child grow up, why do you think they grow up? All of the information that is required in order for that child to actually evolve, to regulate their body and their system, for their brain to grow, everything is there. So everything is already within us. Now, let's say we fully took control of that. Let's say we fully got that we are the master creator. You know, I say it all the time, the same energy that flows through the frontal lobe of the brain is the same energy that's creating supernovas in the atmosphere right now. Let's say that we got that we are the master creator. Let's say we fully took responsibility for that. Well, then I can guarantee you it's very likely we wouldn't have created the reality that we're in, or else we would make some changes. But that's very nice and it's great to hear, but how do we make changes? How do we actually make changes? The problem with human beings and with humanity sometimes, with all of us, me too, is that sometimes we want the world to change before we will, because we're wired to think that, transformation happens out here, but in actual fact, transformation doesn't happen out here. Transformation happens from the inside out. And the way in which it happens is by allowing us to actually regulate our feelings. So our feelings, if you're waking up in the morning and you're feeling sad and not enough and not awake and, you're feeling grumpy, well, you go about your day creating scenarios that give you more of the biochemical reaction to what you're creating. Meaning, so you'll create more scenarios that make you feel pissed off and depressed and not happy, right? So then what about if you were to wake up and instead of feeling not enough, start to feel enough, start to feel connected, start to feel empowered. And when you have shitty things happen to you, start to push your brain, start to push your emotions and start to regulate your feelings and emotions. And as you regulate your feelings and emotions, to allow yourself to feel awake and aware and connected and like you are the cosmic breath, as you feel grateful in your heart and you feel yourself emanating that, what happens is then the world starts to adapt to how you're feeling. On top of this, as you feel these feelings and emotions, your brain, which is constantly assessing your internal feelings and emotions and wanting to feed you more chemicals from your hypothalamus, starts to feed you more of the chemical that you need to create your reality. So in actual fact, as you feel joy and love and compassion and empathy and connectedness in those times when you're feeling that those things aren't there, as you start to regulate and take control of your feelings from the inside out, the world around you catches up. And the world around you is wanting to catch up. It's waiting to catch up. It wants to be able to show you that you are powerful from the inside out. So this week I want you to do something. I want you to start to regulate your feelings. When someone pulls in front of you in the car, instead of going, stop and say, okay, I'm going to allow myself to feel joy. I'm going to allow myself to feel connected. And anything that normally triggers me to feel pissed off, I'm not going to feel pissed off. I'm going to allow myself to feel joy and connected and awake and aware and whole and enough. And every time something triggers you, you feel the opposite emotion and you allow yourself to start to regulate your reality from the inside out. Now, I know that this has helped you. If you know somebody that's out there that is struggling at the moment with a relationship or with anything, or you know some eagle that just needs a little push, please feel free to share this link with them. Remember, guys, love is all there is. Love is the only way. Live your life inspired. Take care. Bye-bye.